Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Kick bounces out of the back to the... Touchback. First down here for this offense. And they'll give it to the back. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The gain makes it second and medium. Caught quickly. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. To the air, it's Murphy. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Here's the second down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And the Sauk were able to bring him down quickly.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
They look to throw it here on second down. Short pass finds the tight end. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Pressure is coming. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. And the returner is brought down. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Scanning the field, it's Murphy. He'll take a deep shot here. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Most offensive coaches, they're going to be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man. And I'm curious to see if they're going to test this defensive back again because of the excellent coverage he's having out there.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Makes a quick catch. The gain is 8 yards, so it sets up a 3rd and 2.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Slides down, will avoid the tackle.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on 4th down. What's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on 4th down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Short connection to the tight end here. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his zone defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the defense was locked in on that play. They were not surprised at all that the fullback got the ball. He had nowhere to go. They stuffed that play from the beginning.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for his big tight end. Lucky for the junior quarterback that didn't get picked off.
Chris, it's funny. I think this quarterback underestimated the athletic ability of this linebacker. He sees zone right away. He's thinking he's got some underneath windows and opportunities to get the ball to his skill guys. But this linebacker steps in front of it and makes a heck of a play.
Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. There's a wide-open receiver, complete. That's a big play, moves the ball down inside the 30.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Here comes a throw from the red zone. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
So second down after the incompletion. Dropping back. It's Murphy. Looking for the wideout. Caught near the goal line.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play. If they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
The Ducks hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it in the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
Point after, not right through. He'll call for the fair catch here. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Well, they get positive yards here, but they have the sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Play action fake, looking to throw. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. The pocket breaking down. Escapes the pocket but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
Oh, that one's picked off. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32. The Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And he'll drop back here on third down. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. And the defense jumps on the football.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there. They were able to knock it loose.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Gonna run it. It's Dixon.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Now it's second down here. Takes the handoff again.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And the completion made. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Bringing pressure. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
We'll try to run it with the option. Pitches to the back. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Point after, up and good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Now Now they get set to kick it away. This one will be fair caught. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. Offense getting set. It's second down. He hands it off from the gun. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Third down coming up after that running play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Running out of time in the pocket. Dumps a short throw down to the running back.
Now, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
An important third down attempt for this offense. Looking to chuck it again. Finds an open target on the left side. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And the Ducks looking to keep this drive rolling. Off the play fake on first down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oregon. So they'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Turn starts inside the 15. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. And they heave it deep downfield. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Touchdown, Buckeyes. No chance to catch him. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Automatic in the PAT. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Returner decides to fair catch this. Oregon offense comes back out on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. Looking right, this one caught. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. They'll go hurry up here. Looking to throw it on first down. Defense is coming after him. Looks like he's going to run it. He's found some room at the 45. That's a massive play. Moves the ball to the 14, and just like that, they're in scoring position.
It's one thing to design a play for a quarterback to run the football, to pick up big yards like this, but this guy drops back to throw. Everybody's got their back turned. He pulls it down, and no one's there to pick him up.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Running back has it on the screen now. Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Back to pass. It's Murphy. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On third down, he drops to throw. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job.
Yeah, they tried to surprise him here to start off this third quarter. Just didn't pan out. But I think you got to respect them for trying, though. I like that call.
Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Makes the grab. It's Dixon. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Receiver makes the grab. He moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
They'll hand it off. That's strong run defense. Not much of a gain on the play.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Looking to pass here on second down. Pulls it in. It's Dixon. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Touchdown, Ohio State. That puts them on top in the second half.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it, finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now. Looking to throw. It's Murphy. Caught for the completion. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
So it's third and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. The pass is intercepted. He goes down quickly, but that's a takeaway for this defense. Important play.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. He'll hand it off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly. A gain sets up a third down play. Here's the option play. He'll toss it to the back. Picks him about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down. The Buckeyes will have to kick it away when it comes for his second punt of the game. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. Takes the returner out of play. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Motion now from the tight end. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And now a carry here for the fullback. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48.
Watching this guy run makes me think of a famous old coach once said, any player on my team, I want him to be agile, mobile, and definitely hostile.
Quarterback's got it on the option. The back's got it on the pitch. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Ducks will line up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Murphy. He'll throw it now. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Escapes the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
So the offense faces 3rd and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
The Ducks will line up here on first down and goal. And the quarterback keeps it here. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, there's the defense stepping up and making a nice play. Let's face it, this quarterback has been tough to deal with. He's been able to run and pick up some good yards, but this time, the defense is in position, and they tackle him for a loss.
This will be a challenge. 2nd and goal from the 14. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
And they'll bring him down after a short gain, moves the football inside the 5.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots and the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness and sped
into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. So with playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Gonna run it. It's Dixon. Nothing doing on that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Tackle made after a big gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Breaks loose at the 40. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Throws it in. It's low. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead. Now, just a brilliant game for this quarterback. With a spot in the natty and the line, you need your guy to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
Extra point, knocked right down the middle. Pickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Receiver makes the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down. Dropping back. It's Murphy. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Handoff to the back. Some hard running there through a tackle. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Ducks come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Can he get there on the ground? They've got him at the 48, but that's a 1st down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
With the sack on 1st down, it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He's going to pull it down and run. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain. Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He'll take a deep shot. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. They'll work the clock here with their running game. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
2nd down play coming up. And they hand it off to the back. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. 1st down now. It's an option look. Pitch play to the back. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
It's a quick grab. Breaks loose at the 40. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down here at the 26. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to get a 1st down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Touchdown, Ohio State. This passing game is on fire today. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? The pass rush, and he lofts one deep over the middle. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Murphy. Pressure is coming. Quarterback looking to scramble. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble. And the Ducks will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. And we've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. Fourth down conversion gives him a fresh set of downs, but time is running out. Got to get to the line quickly. The pocket breaking down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Boy, that was beautiful. Man, this defensive back, he's putting on a clinic today on how to defend against the deep ball and man coverage without committing a penalty. I'm sure the secondary coach is very proud of that execution.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. He fires this throw and is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. That's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.